I don't use StreamYard a lot. Hey, now we're live.
Well, we're on. Why won't it be recorded on there?
I think it's just going to YouTube. I don't know anything about it.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, everybody. Woohoo!
The session is about to commence.
All right, come on. Panda has to say hello from the get-go.
Oh,
Hello,
hi.
Marty.
Hi, buddy.
She just got herself a spa day, and she's all cut for her summer cut.
I want a spa day.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'd
I
like
think
a
we
spa
Like
day.
it.
It's so adorable.
She is. Yeah, she is not a fan, but she has to because she's a doodle. She has to be groomed. So, all right.
She's so good.
Hi.
Say hi.
She is so good.
Oh, am I boring you?
Yeah.
All right. There we go.
All right. Well, hey, everybody. Hey, Core. Hey, Kelly. Kelly, the mystic next door, is in the house. And JC's been waiting for 93 minutes. Woohoo! Wow.
That's dedication.
That is dedication.
Or that's a computer that needs to warm up. And so,
Or they just put it on and to remind themselves they were going to watch it while they were doing something.
yeah. My computer, this one computer is so old, it takes about 15 minutes for it to start. So I'm like, okay.
Danny, I heard that's the way your wife was describing you the other day.
Oh my God. All right, I'm out.
Is that where you're going right away? Is that where we're starting with this?
Well, she started it.
You know, just speed sometimes isn't the necessary best way.
What are you trying to say, Danny? You're trying to say the quality over quantity?
Quality of
quality
the time.
over timing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And here we go.
See, Sheila, we were talking backstage as to who gets us more in trouble. And Sheila goes, well, Lori always says nice things. And I go, no, she doesn't. And she started off right there.
I know. So usually Danny and I are the ones that get in trouble to say something stupid. And Lori's usually the one that hasn't. And she goes, oh, but wait, hold my beer.
Hold my champagne.
That's what I say to my wife. Wait, hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe we're going there. All right. Hey, Lisa Foster. Good.
Hi.
We got a wrench.
We got a wrench. Hey, Lisa. Lisa Foster's in the house.
I'm going to share this on my post right now for everybody to come and say,
somebody's going to need a wrench.
Us.
Somebody's going to need a wrench to get those jeans off of RFK Jr. after he got out of the shithole water.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't seen this. I haven't been involved in that. I've been paying attention to our orange turd and his plane, where he says he's getting it for $400 million, but it's going to take $390 million to renovate it and take 2 years to make it presidential. Because, instead, if he uses it right away, that's almost a guarantee that the Saudi or whoever gave it to him, Syria, has it tapped, and he's Qatar listening to Trump. Yeah, it's going to be like a Trojan horse. They're going to just listen.
Yeah, but see, the thing that you're missing with this, because I think it's a good deal. I mean, $400 million free, and
Where's
then
the goat?
$390 to retrofit it. But you don't understand. It comes with signal already loaded on the plane.
Oh, of course it does.
There you go.
Of course it.
You don't have to pay for the signal app. It's already on.
It's already on and tapped. And has a whole bunch of things on there so that they can listen to everything Trump says.
Everything he says, even his farts.
Yep. Even his farting. Can you imagine having it tapped in the shithole, in the shitter, and they having to listen to all of that bubbly guts?
Okay.
I don't think
we have devolved.
Even at the table, I'm sure he fires them off from the table like a pitching machine.
All right, we got to stop here a little bit because Psychic Duck wants to say hello to the screaming goat.
Okay.
What does your duck have?
My duck. Okay, see, the duck is its own. It's not mine. The duck has its own awareness, but the duck does not scream like your goat.
Look at Lori. She's all like, we have lost it.
I don't have any props.
So Sheila got this screaming goat.
Got an angel.
The angel works. The angel neutralizes us.
Well, Lori, you need that angel.
I do. I need her. Good vibes made her for me.
Look at Mark says the Godfather. That is funny.
The Godfather.
Yep, I think they'll get more than they bargained for, those Hamas.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
All right. So what
let's go into RFK Jr. because
you go into him. What is his problem? You can't even go into him. Nobody can go into him because now he's covered in fecal matter, and he's in front of Congress giving testimony now, and he's been covered in fecal matter and swam. And I hope he took a big gulp. Really, I really hope he took a big gulp.
It feels like the whole cabinet is covered in fecal matter.
It is. They're dripping.
It's
so gross.
I just don't understand how the Senate could approve of all these knuckleheads. I mean, isn't there anybody? I mean, they're all, yeah. Oh, you're with Fox News? Yeah, let's make you a cabinet member. Mm-hmm. So RFK Jr., for those who don't know, decided to go swimming in this stream, it looked like. But the stream is, it's polluted. It's got fecal matter in it, as Lori was saying.
Raw sewage, fecal matter, and it's been condemned and polluted and is marked from not fit for swimming.
Well, do I Google how many diseases he could have gotten from that and just list them all off?
Yeah,
we could always read and see if he was infected. Worse than he already is.
Genes on, so his bungholio wasn't exposed. But I mean, he left his genes on. He is, why didn't he just call it a day and take his roadkill in there and pop it up on a little rock on his little TV dinner thing in his water, and he can just eat his roadkill and swim in fecal water. And dunk it. He can dunk. Take a leg off.
It's kind of
dunk it and eat it up.
I tell you what, this roadkill kind of tastes like shit. Maybe I didn't cook it right.
How do you know what shit tastes like there, mister?
Believe me, he knows.
I swim in it.
God.
Gross. All right.
Marge, you're soaking in it.
All right. What's the first question? We have goofed off for a good 10 minutes.
Oh, hell. I have no idea.
Listen, we need some humor. And
we do.
Because it's just out of control. Which I think is kind of a good thing, because people are going to start going, oh yeah, we're a little insane. I read a quick article on the Pope's brother, who is MAGA, and he goes, I'm a MAGA type, and he posts things.
That's not the one that's not the one that's my neighbor in Port Charlotte, is it?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, he has a brother that spoke on TV that lives in Port Charlotte, one town up from me, north.
Okay. Was he on Piers Morgan the other day?
I don't know how many brothers this Pope has.
You don't follow him?
Oh, hang on, I'll find out.
Danny, listen, my cat's been sick. I had dental surgery. I didn't have time for Piers, okay?
You didn't have time for Piers Morgan?
No. How many brothers does the new Pope have? 2 older brothers.
Clearly not wiser.
So the one I think that lives down by me is not MAGA. I don't think.
But either way, when you find it, what the MAGA leaning person was saying was that he was going to step away, that he was going to step away from the inflammatory remarks. The only reason he does it is to get people triggered. So I think there's a little message, a hidden gem in there. I think MAGA folks, all they want to do mainly is own the libs. That's kind of where I think, and they trigger us. And so when we don't get triggered, it's kind of like, where's the fun in it anymore?
Right.
Yeah. So, and I think a lot of us are just so over it. It's just like, how much more crap can you give us? And it's not that we're numb, although it's kind of, we're getting numb to some of this stuff because it doesn't stick. He just reverses it. This plane thing, he's not going to get the plane.
I think he's going to take the plane and use it after he is done being president.
Well, I
You
have
think?
news for you. We already have it, and it's in Houston, and it's being remodeled. And so we already have it. It's already here. And as I said, I've been tracking this and paying attention to this. It's already in Houston being remodeled. So that's the thing is, if they remodel it and a month later they give it to him, that means it's been tapped. They haven't done what they were supposed to do. Because
Yeah.
it take up to 2 years to do this plane and make it a presidential plane, and $390 million, which we're going to pay for because it's a free plane, right?
Yeah.
And for the remodel for that. So no, it's already here. It's in Houston getting what they consider redone. So I'm paying attention to that, and I don't believe, I just think our president is a dumb as a box of rocks, and he's going to put our country in so severe turmoil.
He did that yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, what
That
they're
was
doing
last
is
month.
they throw a whole bunch of stuff. They have 10 things to cover up one thing that they're doing. So it's always a barrage of stupid stuff coming through. An executive order is to confuse us and to focus on the consecutive orders. I ignore every single executive order that man places.
Yeah.
I know that it's BS. And it's nothing but somebody's wish list, but I always pay attention to the other stuff. So I ignore all of his.
So let's throw a couple quick cards on whether he's actually going to be using the plane while he's president.
He's right. It was just moved to the San Antonio International Airport. It's undergoing modifications by the defense contractor. It's already being done.
It's already done.
How come Doge hasn't cut those defense contractors? Where's that goat screaming?
But that's what it's all it is a throne focus. It's all it ever is. And we just have to be vigilant and not focus on all of the other garbage that's put out there.
Yeah.
I think MSNBC needs that goat.
I agree.
It can be the warning before he's ready to speak.
It's like, and here we are at the evening news, and Trump has something to say.
So let's see if he's actually going to be using the plane.
All right, let's do that.
While he's president, because as someone just said, as Mark said, Congress is supposed to approve this. So
they're saying it's a gift to the United States Defense Department. It's a gift to the United States, not to Trump. That's what they're saying. Tommy Tuberville just blocked one of the representatives from bringing it to the floor for. It was blocked.
Say that again.
One of the representatives was bringing a motion against it, or for IG investigation or something, and Tommy Tuberville got up and he blocked the proposal.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're actually asking if he's going to use it.
Is he going to use the plane for official government business during
use
his term?
the plane, the Qatar plane, for official government business.
Yeah. Well, I got the nine of swords kept popping out when I was shuffling, and I got him again. Mm. Dang. Huh.
What?
Whoever got something, go.
You got something, Sheila? Because I think he's going to use it. I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, I mean, his obsession is absolutely unbelievable with this plane, with this thing. He wants to use it so bad. He is like rushing them. He's literally rushing them through everything. He's not paying attention. He's not understanding, because he's like the motherhood. Like he's the mother hen. Are you done? 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 And he's going to tout peace and quality and harmony because of it. But here's the end thing. We're all going to pay the consequences of his of all of this. And it's unfortunate. I don't like to fear monger everybody, but he is a one stupid man. And they all are. That's my reading. I
don't know that he'll use it for every official business, but he's like, here, fix it. I'm about to get on it. Fix it. I want this gift. I don't care that it's a gift. I'm going to say it's a gift for the Department of Defense or just to the United States. I'm going to bring it to the hangar and have it checked out over there. I don't care what you say. It's mine, and I'm going to use it and do it however I want, whenever I want. Maybe he'll say, well, I'll just use it for my own personal, vacations, or no, I won't use it for that, or who knows what he can't say that, because then it doesn't belong to, I don't know. He's in a big fat mess. But from everything that I'm reading, the meme coin and the dinner and the cryptocurrency is worse than this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, it is.
But he's going to use it. I mean, I don't know how much more of a yes we need, but he's going to use this.
Yeah. I got the same thing, and I was a little confused because the very first card I pulled was the Eight of Cups, walking away, and I'm going, is he walking away from this? Is he should walk away from it. And then I got the Knave of Wands with it, and I love that it's in the Middle East. The background is the Middle East with the pyramids, and I'm going, oh yeah, okay. So
I got that one too.
He gets his wish. At the top of the reading, I got the Empress, and in the potential near future, I got the Emperor, and I'm going, oh yeah, it doesn't matter what chaos he creates, because he will create a lot of sadness. He will create a lot of worry, and infighting with the Five of Wands. But he's just going to do it anyway. So as what Sheila said, it's going to cause a lot of problems, but he doesn't care.
He doesn't care. He'll executive order his way around it. You don't have to sweep it, and I'm ordering you to be done with this in 7 minutes. He doesn't care.
Yeah, it's and at first, the first card, when I first pulled that Eight of Cups walking away, I go, is he even going to be around to use it? Because I'm thinking he's not there for very long. I've always sensed that. I get that June, July, he's gone.
He's going to have a problem. He's going to have a health problem of some sort. Right?
Yeah. So, but that's not stopping him from going forward with it. Did you see that they had MBS? I mean, he keeps calling all these guys, oh, they're very handsome
And they're
Very
hot.
handsome.
You're hot here. You're hot.
But strong. Handsome, hot, and strong. One was that you, Sheila? Was that you with the goat? But MBS even had a rolling McDonald's restaurant on the tarmac to greet Trump.
He's such a whore. He is such a
Agreed.
prostituted whore. He's such a whore. He's
Agreed.
complimenting them, telling them they're hot and handsome and strong and McDonald's, and because he just wants more money. He just, yeah.
Well, I mean,
a whore.
I always said he doesn't make any moves without a billionaire and him benefiting from it. And that's the thing about it. He can tout all he wants. The MAGA people really believe it, and they just sink their teeth into it. And I'm keep on telling them, he doesn't do any of this for you. I hate to tell you this. This is somebody in his orbit will benefit by all of his decisions, all of his executive orders. He has never done anything for the American people other than convince them somehow, some way. He'll say something that convinces his MAGA base to vote. That's it. That's all he's ever given them is a reason to vote for him. The reason is a lie, but that's all he's ever thrown out to them is a reason.
They're gonna all of these cuts though are going to hurt the red states the most.
Yes.
And the MAGA people will be hurt, and they already have, but they're going to be hurt more because
I know they say you can't. Well, the reason why I'm saying that, I mean, I'm not ignoring his executive orders. Like you have to, I'm just not paying attention to them when it comes against all of the other stuff right now, because that's how he does it. He'll put an executive order, it gets pushed out, and then all of a sudden we're not paying attention to him bringing over white Africans from Africa, and letting them. Yeah, or the plane,
the dinner, or the crypto.
Yeah, the crypto. Yeah, everything. So
all
that's what I'm saying is, it's not like he doesn't have any powers behind his executive orders, but it just takes longer for all of that to work itself out in the wash.
But thank you, JC, for the donation. Thank you. Anybody that wants to yell at Sheila like that, you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
You don't have to pay to play. You don't have to pay to play, and we have our own screaming goat now.
But thank you so much. Yeah, and that's so true. All he does is want to throw our diversion somewhere else. So all these executive orders, they go into the courts. They take up our time in the courts.
Pay attention over here. Pay attention over here.
Yeah, and the plane is kind of like a pound of flesh being thrown into the media pariahs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Piranhas.
Yep.
Right.
The plane. It's like, wait,
Boss.
the meme coin, the crypto, the meme coin, where they're putting all the money, they're putting more money into the coin and his and the Liberty Mutual or whatever that is fund that Don Jr. and Eric created. They're putting more money in there than what's in that plane.
Yep. Or what about what's going through the financial bill? What is it called? The budget.
The budget.
The budget that's walking through right now, which doesn't have his no taxes on tips or no taxes on Social Security, all of this stuff that he claimed that he wanted out of it. It doesn't have any of that. But what it does have in there, everything that they said that they weren't going to do, Medicaid, this, that, and the other.
Nah.
So all of this barrage of BS is distracting us from not investigating that and listening to the Democrats explain what's going on and how it's going to hurt other people. It's just a distraction.
Yeah.
I mean,
like RFK Jr. swimming in a cesspool. It's a distraction. Exactly.
It's a distraction. Absolutely. Or, in order for, what happened when he wore a blue suit to the Pope's thing, what we got from that? Alcatraz to distract us away from that. Media away from that.
Yeah.
It's just being completely aware of a situational awareness that I want us and everybody who listens to us to understand that Don't be pulled away. It's like him having tennis balls and throwing it out into the yard for all the dogs to chase while he does whatever he wants over here.
Right.
That's what's happening.
Yeah. So there's been a lot of resistance to this, with a lot of people marching, a lot of people doing some beautiful work, peacefully protesting,
And getting arrested.
and getting arrested. And yeah,
Even in the halls of Congress, even if you're in a wheelchair and you haven't hit anyone or screamed.
I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, people that were fighting, saying don't cut Medicare. I mean, don't cut Medicaid
In Congress.
in Congress in wheelchairs.
Yeah, did they break any windows or crap on the floor
Nope. And they
so
got
RFK
arrested.
could slide on
They
it?
got arrested for
RFK Jr.
for saying don't cut Medicaid.
Unbelievable. So how is there going to be a waning period, or are we going to just keep going, and is it going to get stronger and stronger and stronger?
You mean as far as deporting people?
As far as the resistance to this
Are
administration.
we going to get stronger with resistance?
Are we going to get stronger, or are we going to go, oh, I'm too tired, we're losing, it's not worth it? Are we going to give up, or are we going to get strong
We
and
have
stronger
to fight
and
now, because
stronger?
they just cut even some of our law enforcement here in Florida to go for not border, because we don't have a border, but
ICE.
but for ICE and deportation enforcement. And then they just announced this morning. So when they announced that about Florida, this is some of our even local police and they're also taking, I don't know how many FBI agents and rerouting them to enforcement for deportation enforcement.
Yeah.
They just announced that this morning. So they're really going to they're cracking down. And we're losing people off the fields. It's bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's bad. So let's see.
We out here in California, there are groves that are being bulldozed, and it's not because of the water this time, but it's because the fruit is rotting on the trees.
There's not enough people to pick them.
Yeah.
So are we going to get stronger with our resistance?
Are we going to get stronger?
Stronger with our resistance. I don't know of any more protests in May, but I know of the one on his birthday. When he's supposed to have that military parade.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I already marked my schedule off for the whole day.
Oh yeah, is he still doing that parade?
As far as I know.
Jeez. Okay.
Probably have the helicopter leading. He'll probably be up on top of the helicopter in his Grand Marshal Poobah.
Maybe he'll be flying around in his jet over what's the place where they have all the presidents carved into the
Mount
mountain?
Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. Oh yeah, yeah. So, while you guys are throwing, I'll say what I got. I got a big yes. We're getting stronger. We're not letting this go. There's going to be some. There's going to be some. Maybe holding on too tight, maybe a little isolation, not getting out there. However, at the top of the reading, I got the 10 of Cups. There's going to be some, I think, some pretty strong legal action, because I got both the King and Queen of Swords that show up. But I have the Four of Wands, the Six of Cups. It's all pretty strong energy that we're going to keep going, even though it's going to get a little confusing. The confusion is what he wants, and we're going to cut through it with this sword, this Queen of Swords. So, and I love this image because this card, she's got an old white guy's head. She goes, yeah, well, let's show you what that's about. And she just whoosh, off with his head.
Off with his head.
So I say yes. We're going to keep going. It's not waning. What do you guys got?
What do you got, Sheila?
Well, my first two cards up was the Four of Cards and Daydreaming, and I kind of thought, oh no, right?
Four of what?
The Four of Cups.
Okay.
And Daydreaming. Did I say cards? I probably did. The first two up, so the Daydreaming, so heading into the clouds, the delusion, you know, the everybody falling asleep, everybody not paying attention, disconnected from everything that's out there. However, I don't know exactly who they're talking about, because my whole next cards was and he's literally on his horse with his sword, you know, taking direction, ambition, and motivated. So we're going to get that way because it just gets too toxic in this country. You know, it just gets so toxic in this country. We also have the Five of Wands, the conflict and the ego. That is a war card. Like we're going to do that. The conflict and the ego and the competition, the rivals, the aggression and the tension. And what happens is breathe and let go. We have the recharge. Something is going to happen to wake everybody up. I think that's the reason why everybody's asleep. Something will happen. It'll wake everybody up because of the toxic. And then I get the Seven of Wands, defending ourselves. And we get protection. We get all of that, you know, that stand your ground. Literally, that's the card that this deck says, stand your ground. And I get the waves of emotions that are going to come with that. And I think it gets bigger. I think we go more. Here's the one thing about on the other side of this whole thing is critical mass. Critical mass is a true thing. When we get enough people, including the whole world, that is going to have a belief system that what they're doing is wrong, it just starts shifting everybody's mind. They don't even know what's happening.
Yeah.
It has happened throughout history. We have proven it over and over again. We are at that critical mass.
I feel it.
So it just leave the fear part out and the worry part out and continue on with the fighting and the emotions of we are going to win. We will not give up. We know what we want as a society. We will get that and continue on with that. And minds will be shifted and they don't even know why. So anyways, that's my preach for the day.
So I want to add to your preach a little bit because my very first card was the Eight of Wands. So I go in, ooh, something big is going to happen. And in the past, as it relates, is the High Priestess. So there's something in the works that is just going to come really fast. That's going to change a lot of the dynamics, and that's going to get more people out on the streets again.
Maybe we can ask about that. Yeah.
Sure.
I'm getting that, you know, we've gathered together before, and we were a little more hopeful that the law dogs and more of the judges would be a little bit more helpful than what they've been, although we're grateful for what we have gotten. But we feel sort of, at the moment, and I mean right now, we're feeling a lot like you guys got, like it's how are we going to move forward? Who else can we join up with? Because we need more people. You know, how are we going to do this? But then I get a meeting place. And then possibly when others are planning meetings or something, then we can protest this. We get a little in our head about it, but then we meet up and we're done, and we will gather. So my outcome card is the Ten of Cups, and that is we're getting stronger.
Yeah. Mine too. So you want to read on what that trigger?
Yeah, let's see what the information.
Like what's coming up next is going to blow the lid off the box.
I'm going to use my true crime card to
good.
see what they say.
Good.
What do you think this is like? Do you think there's crimes going on here?
What day is it? What
I'm
time?
gonna pretend like I'm MAGA. Absolutely not. He doesn't lie, and even if he did lie, everybody does it. And if everybody does it, it really didn't mean anything because so and so lied worse.
Yeah.
That's MAGA math for you.
So Raymond says our vehicles have to be made in America, but your luxury airliner is made in Qatar. Now it is a Boeing.
Have 2 dolls. You can only have 2 dolls and 5 pencils.
Yes,
but I get a jet.
But I get
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you know, those children at Christmas time, they don't need as many presents anymore. But I get a present, a big
the little beautiful babies that are 11 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful baby girl, 11.
Ugh.
Yep.
But you know, the thing is that and somebody else commented that the Boeing is made in the U.S., but it's outfitted in Qatar, probably. All the interiors with the lavish appointments and the gold-plated signal apps, those were put in overseas. Yeah.
Good point. Good point all the way around.
Yeah. All right. So, is there going to be what's the big
upcoming event? A mind-blowing, box top blowing event coming up here. What is it?
So I'm going to put this up because that's kind of the question we're asking. What's the big event? What's the big event?
Well, we have a big Supreme Court hearing tomorrow on on citizen. If you're a citizen, if you're born here.
What's the big event? Yikes.
I keep getting the same thing, you guys. I just want to talk about this for a second. I just keep getting the 9 of Cups, but more importantly, keep getting the 10. It's like the overreach. It's like one more thing. It's like one more thing. And then yesterday when I was reading with Kevin, he called it the tipping point. And I said, that's really a good way to phrase it, because it's when you just don't think it can get any bigger. You know, it's like, because it's just overreach to the point where somebody goes down, something falls off or falls over.
Yeah,
you can lean over that cliff as many times as you want until the last time you just topple over.
And him and Muscatina might do a little bit too much of something too when they're having a party.
Yeah, they created a beast that they can't control, is what somebody else did.
Yeah, they're sniffer. Okay, so I get somebody goes down.
Ooh. Okay.
I hope that's not a poisoned pope.
Ooh.
Bannon is, where's the screaming goat? Bannon has been putting out some veiled threats.
I got you.
So funny.
What do you guys see?
Go ahead.
My cards are absolutely crazy, I'm telling you. So our intuition, this is talking to us. Our intuition is correct. And it's telling us the tension is building. The tension and the stress and the worries and all of that. The tension is there. So our intuition of feeling that, knowing that is correct. And here's another thing, landfill. The landfill, the garbage that is coming out of there.
Well, can you hold that card up again? Is Robert Kennedy Jr. in there?
Yes, see, he's driving the big.
Right there.
Yep, absolutely. Then the landfill and the boundaries, the disrespect, the enough. And as we're doing all of this, my whole feeling, it was almost like the weirdest feeling ever. It's like the Saudis and all of that are sitting there smiling, but these people are not to be trusted ever. And Trump is fully trusting them for some reason. Is the betrayal in there? I don't know, but that was just something that just kind of went through my intuition, but the boundaries and all of that. Enough of the boundaries, enough of that. And then we're exhausted. We're absolutely exhausted, and it says burnt out, banned, and empty. But this, when Lori says somebody goes down, I got the imprisonment.
Woo!
I know, I got the imprisonment, and it's going to come from the inside. And the possibilities are going to get better. But it's going to come from the inside. So somebody from the inside is going to take somebody down from the inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who is it?
What's that?
I keep getting that Cash Patel goes down first. But
he's kind of silent a little bit.
He's been going to parties. He's not even at work very much.
Oh yeah, I saw him in Vegas. I forgot. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
You saw him personally?
No.
Yeah.
But just think about it this way: the FBI and all of that, they have good people working for our FBI. They have smart, intelligent, know how to investigate. They are very into that, capture all the information, capture all the evidence they can. I don't think it's a Democrat that's going to be doing this. I think it's an insider in their own that's going to do it. I just have that.
Yeah. And maybe that'll be the next one, the next question that we read on, because when Lori was talking about, that a lot of the law enforcement are being switched over to ICE or something. I mean, there's good cops there. How do they feel about that? How do these people that aren't MAGA, I mean, because not all the cops are MAGA. It's just all the cops on TV are like.
Well, I do believe that most of the ICE agents are white supremacy recruits. I don't believe one time that any of those ICE people that are legit.
And DHS, gnomes, gooks with guys with the
correct.
The fishing things on their faces, like the suntan scarves that they're pulling up over their faces.
Yeah, wouldn't you think that would be illegal?
For who?
I think it is, right. Because you have to have your badge with your name on it.
Anybody can deputize anybody, right? So they can have a fake badge all they want. I can go get my own fake badge if I wanted to get a fake badge.
Right.
So it has nothing. It's like nobody is there vetting them in order to prove if they can do it or if they can't do it. So that's the problem. But I look at them, none of them are really fit. None of them are, you know what I mean? Like, anyways.
Yeah. And I can see it's, when you were saying that, I was remembering back in 15. Oh, remember that? 2015. When Trump was saying, let's get rid of all these organizations. And I think he was even talking about ICE. And I go, well, why can't we get rid of them now? But he was talking about, tearing down the government and getting rid of these overbloated organizations. And I'm not sure if ICE was one of them. But anyway, getting back to the question about the tipping point, it's going to be big. I got the tower moment at the top of the reading.
Wow.
And in the potential near future, I got the Ace of Swords, which is, as soon as I threw that, Lori goes, that Kevin talked about it being a tipping point, clearly a tipping point. The King of Pentacles is down at the bottom of the read, and this is a karmic thing. So this feels to me that this is waking the collective up. And when the world says, okay, we've had enough, and we all come together, not as just U.S. citizens, but as a world collective. I really feel that with this Wheel of Fortune. It's not going to be, there's going to be a lot of struggle with this, but I agree that it's going to be big, and it's going to shake us to our foundation. So I didn't get really what the tipping point is, but there's something that's going to be revealed that Pumpkinhead did in the past that people are just, it's going to be the end of them. Well, the beginning of the end of them. They're going to go, that was too far.
Yeah, there is.
And I don't know what that is, because everything is too far for me.
It's too far. Yeah. But I feel like there's going to be what I'm getting, and I can't discern. I need to learn how to discern that there's going to be some sort of planned attack and someone's going down. Because I get the sneakiness, the deep strategic thinking, and the attack coming approach. So I don't know if this is more, if this is another arrest, like they've done a judge, they've arrested a judge, they've arrested a mayor. Now, is this another official, or it may even be something that's done at nighttime. So I'm just getting really bad vibes on this. But it's that tipping point, I think, that it's this, like they've already done so many bad things. When they took that one female student and they had the things up over their, I know that, I'm calling it fishing gear because my sons wear those, when they're out in the boat in the hot sun, and they have a hoodie on and they bring the thing up, like the guys on the boats have they're made out of that polyester reflective stuff. Yeah. That's what they're using to hide their identities.
Right.
Their own identities.
Yeah, right.
Because they don't want to be doxxed.
They don't want to be doxxed?
Yeah, isn't that the right word? When you dox someone, you give out their address and say where they live, and they don't want to be recognized and doxed.
So if that's their fear, then obviously
they know they're doing something wrong.
Yeah. And they know that we are stronger than they lead on to think that we are. Because they think that, the Democrats, the liberals, the progressives, they're just a bunch of pansies, but then they got to hide their face because they know that, maybe we're not such,
it's the same thing as the KKK. The same thing.
Yeah.
They're strong when they're in a group, and they can just pick a lady named Ramisha, a student off the corner, that doesn't have a gun or anything like that. And they can just take her in, or a mom and her kids, or a kid that was born here with American citizens, anyway, we're going to get stronger. So the answer of your questions were good. We all got a collective yes for getting stronger.
Yes.
But something big is getting ready to happen, and somebody's going down because of it.
So psychically, do you think that it could be the Epstein files, or is it something else to do with... Sheila says no.
I don't.
Where's the goats? Make the goat scream, because that is a creepy... Yeah.
No, I don't think it's going to be the Epstein's files, and this is the reason why. Because Pam Bondi was a whatchamacallit in Florida, right? And she was right in the middle of all of that investigation, and she knew exactly what it was and what to hide and who was involved. Yeah. So now that she's now not in Florida, she knows all that evidence. She's now at the top when she knows all the evidence that they got. There's no way that Pam Bondi is going to allow any and all of that to come out or anything like that. She's probably destroyed 99% of it by now. And because she has there's no ethical reason for her not to have done that. That's one of the main reasons why I'm pretty sure Pam Bondi now is up there. It didn't dawn on me until all of the Epstein files and all of that came out. I'm like, no wonder he picked Pam Bondi. Yeah.
Well, and she was, she had something to do, a lobbyist for Qatar.
Yes, she did. But the FBI has the Epstein files, and they have been being redacted and gone through. They have the files.
Yeah. And I can't help but think, and maybe this is just me being, having wishful thoughts, that there are extra files that somebody has copies of these.
Well,
I just hope
that somebody stole all the information out from underneath them. That would be the only way and only path that possibly could happen.
Yeah.
But why hasn't it happened already? That's my question.
Can we take
They
a
have
quick
had
look?
ample time.
Can we take a quick look and see if something's going to come out about it?
Okay.
About Epstein?
Yeah, let's do that.
Because there was a new report that, and I think it was it Delanian? No, it was one of the other guys, formerly of the FBI, or said that they have them, and it has been taking a long time and a lot of resources to go through all the files to make sure that all of the younger people, the littles people, had their names and everything redacted. But let's see, are we getting anything?
Epstein file.
Epstein files. Anything from the Epstein files soon?
That will come out. Anything from the Epstein files that will come out.
Come out soon. Legitimately.
Regarding Trump.
Because I read yesterday and got that Avril Haines report is coming very soon, and I got the tower for that. The tower and the page it wants.
Well, I got the tower for this.
Okay, good.
But it's it's what everything's marinating in. It's not like an outcome. Huh. Okay.
Did either of you get that it was anything's coming out?
Well, something really interesting.
I got that there is. I got that the government certainly is involved. There's a lot of people that are fighting this information coming out. I'm not so sure I got the information coming out as much as I got that it's just disgusting. What's in the files are disgusting, and it's hurtful to so many people. Maybe I did get the Six of Wands. That maybe this information will cause somebody to pack up and go, but I don't know. I got the Three of Swords. There's a lot of heartbreak with this. So I'm not saying it's the one, it's the thing, but it's just disgusting.
It is disgusting. And I think somebody impregnated somebody, and there's a birth involved here too. There's going to be the discovery of a child for somebody in these papers. Yeah. But there's littles involved with this. We're definitely going to get something out of it.
And I just feel, so I just feel so sorry for the woman who committed suicide. That Virginia, I can't pronounce her last name.
Defray.
Yeah, it's just so horrific, and her life was. It's just hopefully something will come of that life that'll shine some light, because it's just horrific what she went through. What'd you get, Sheila?
Well, I took out my true crime cards again, and I got surveillance. So they have a lot of information, and they have a lot of video. They have a lot of surveillance. They have all of that, and it's the surveillance, greed, and the abundance of insatiable appetites. The greed of the whatever was going on, the secrets of the neglect and abuse. They have it. Meetings. So here was the weird thing. It started taking a little bit of a weird turn to me. Meetings and travel. What other country has this? There's another country that has been doing the surveillance and all of this stuff. The meetings from there and travel. And I got the cover up of the party. The whole party. The cover up of the whole party. So once I got all of that information, and then I was listening as Lori was talking, I was pulling my other cards from What's the Vibe, and I got the nurturing, and I got the gossip and the rumors, and then I got the good vibes now in the moment. I'm not sure exactly how that feels in there, but it's almost like when you were talking about the thrills of the party. And then I got family. But when she was talking about there is evidence of a child, DNA evidence of another child to prove all of this stuff, I do believe that they exist. And I think maybe I was wrong to judge about the Epstein files, that we may have something substantial and another country has it, or somebody out of the state or something along that lines. Because I too got the family. And nurturing. So
Yeah.
Lori, you might be onto something there.
When you think that, the other country, you look at Prince Andrew, they must have that information.
Yeah.
And then Giselle, she's still in prison, so somebody hasn't offed her yet.
Yep. Well, you know, that's another thing. That's a good point, because I'm pretty sure the UK gathered everything to cover it up for Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely got a birth with the World card, the Empress card, the Three of Cups, and the Page of Cups, and that is definitely a birth. Somebody got preggo and gave birth, and there's a kid running around. Yeah, but I wonder if it was just some of the people that were involved with Epstein and also Diddy. Could they have, all those people interested in the same thing, gone around and swam in the same fecal matter water?
Well, it all has to do with greed. All the ultra rich are involved.
I wonder if Diddy will blurt something out. Of course, he's not in a very good place. Hasn't something already happened at that prison?
I don't know. His trial is not being shown live because it's federal court, I think. I think that's the reason.
Yeah. It's not federal.
It's not? I don't know what it is.
I don't either. I'm really not following.
I don't know, but isn't he at the same prison where Epstein was offed?
Oh.
Not sure about all that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Someone let me know. Yeah, there's got to be some traffic violations.
Oh, yeah.
Traffic violations.
Yeah.
Somebody's driving something the wrong way.
Yeah. All right, I just saw the time, and now I can't find it anymore. Oh, there it is. So we're almost to an hour. So you want to, shall we read on just some energy for the next couple days? What to be thinking of? A little positive vibe-ish thing? Or do you guys have anything else you want to throw on real quick?
Well, I did want to give an update. You're absolutely wrong. It says Sean Diddy Combs is currently facing trial in federal court. The proceedings.
Wait a minute. Did you just say you're definitely wrong? Did you say that to me?
Did?
You're definitely wrong?
I thought you were saying it to me.
Oh, so, okay.
It's all right to be wrong.
Where's the goat?
It's really all right to be wrong.
Sorry.
All right. Well,
okay.
It says here that is it in there in the Southern District of New York, located in the Manhattan. So the federal court in Manhattan cannot be touched by the presidency. Is that correct? No. I don't know either. He has been charged with multiple federal offenses, including blah 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 blah. I'm trying to see regarding Combs being held in the Metropolitan Detention Center
Oh,
in
not the
Brooklyn, New
same
York. The facility has housed several high-profile inmates, such as R. Kelly, Sam Bankman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And more importantly, to note that Jeffrey Epstein was not held in there. So,
Okay. So that's good to know.
anyways, okay, what are we doing now?
We're just going to do some higher energy, good vibey cards.
Okay.
Everybody's asking about Jack Smith.
I know.
I think he's just gone to that. I think he's just. I don't.
Is he still interested in the information and all of that he gathered? Absolutely. Is he possibly handing that over to somebody that would like to prosecute? Absolutely. But I don't think Jack Smith is really going to. I mean, I did a remote view on this. He's there. He's involved. Very angry about it. He's really still very upset about it, and he could provide the information for that. But I don't think he's the catalyst of this anymore. He was our hope back then. Somehow, some way, it didn't work out.
Is he working on anything to help?
Yeah, I think he's probably handing over, and he probably gatekeeped all of the information.
Jack Smith. I'm just going to look at this real quick while you guys are shuffling on the others. Jack Smith's going to do anything to help us.
Okay, let's work on that.
Jack Smith's going to do anything to help us out, help save our democracy. Because that's a positive thing. He has to wait for something. Wait for what?
I literally got couples, meaning that he's working with somebody because of the crime. And our intuition again is in play. We got it. However, he has to protect his family. So that's what I got on that.
I feel that he has to wait until the timing is right, and he does have a plan. He is protecting his family, but he is going to make sure that the information gets to the right place. He's having to use strategic endeavors and thinking to outsmart the opponent. He's going to sneak in. He's going to sneak something to somebody.
He is a Gemini, and he is very high qualified Gemini. And that's the nice part about it, is when we have a Gemini who's on the right side, mountains can be moved. It's my own opinion because I'm a Gemini. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. He's got the first two cards I pulled is the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So he's got the truth. He's got he has the ability to bring forth the truth and a calming influence. At the base of the reading, he's got the King of Swords too. So, and in the external position, the King of Cups. So it's kind of weird that I get the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups along with the King of Swords and the King of Cups in this reading.
Wow.
I think that he has to wait for the right time to bring this out. In the potential near future is the Seven of Pentacles. He's kind of reviewing things to see what the right time is to bring this out. The final outcome is the World card. So it's a completion card. It has world implications to it. But it feels like his hands are just a little tied at this moment. So he's just waiting for the right time to bring this out.
I agree.
That's what I said.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're going for the word.
Now we're going for Yeah. Somebody just put that up, so I'm going to try to find it. There. Good vibes and encouragement.
Square pegs.
Thank you, Square Peg, for that.
All right. Guides and angels.
Huh. I did shuffle. Okay. Who wants to go?
I can go. I just drew one card where it talked about invisible chains. And it says, the card is, it says, break the bonds that hold you to the past situations. Set yourself free. Let all that baggage go so that we can all move forward. It helps the collective and it helps you and anybody that's around you.
Yeah. It's so true. Thank you.
I like it. I like it a lot. I get, when I closed my eyes to shuffle, and I was thinking about how you were saying, Danny, you know, that it's just more. It's, you know, and then we were talking about the tipping point. And then I actually saw, like when you blow up a balloon and you blow it up too much and it pops. And then I turned over the very first card and it was a gift. Like, so just be open to receive because good things are on the way. And I feel like the balloon is going to pop.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens when you get to that point of too much.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just thinking, open yourself to receive. There's a lot of good in the universe and great stuff is coming. This is also the arts. So anything that you can do with arts, music, any type of your artistic talents or getting posters ready for the next protest, anything artsy fartsy, and music.
And music, and dance, and singing. And
sing.
So you just pulled one card?
I just did one.
All right. Well, obviously I need a little bit of help because I pulled three. I got the King of Swords, and I went, okay, well, how is the King of Swords bringing us, how is that a higher vibe thing? Because he's legal, he's sharp, he's focused, he's in there. And then I got the soft king, the King of Cups, and I'm like, okay, so where I'm getting this going, and when I was shuffling, I was getting really grounded. Get really grounded. Make sure, let go of all the noise that we bring. Let that go. Focus on being grounded. These two cards are telling me things are taking care of themselves. We don't really need to get in the way. And then the last card I got is the Star of Hope.
Oh, I love it.
The Star card. So just confirming that there is going to be some balance. You know, we are going to get through this. Let the kings do their thing. They will do it. They will have some legal challenges. They will have some comforting messages. And we got the Star.
We got the Star. You're the star. You guys are stars.
You're a star.
You're all stars.
Everybody in the chat is a star.
Lights, camera, action. And dress for success. That's what happens if you don't dress for success.
Correct.
When you wear your sweatpants to the store and you don't think you're going to run into anybody, that's what happens.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wearing fuzzy pants going to the grocery store.
No, sir.
Wearing pajamas in the grocery store.
No.
No?
I've never done that ever. Not once have I ever wore anything that I went to sleep in to the store ever. I often wondered how in the heck do you make that decision before you leave the house?
Well,
I am just going to go in public with my pajamas. How do
yeah,
you do that?
try it. It's very freeing.
Oh, Danny. I mean, I barely like wearing my pajamas around my house. Well, that's a lie. I do it all the time. I don't want to go out and go get my mail while I'm wearing my pajamas.
I'll take the trash out in my pajamas.
Yeah, see,
at night when it's dark. But
there you go, undercover.
The other day, I was talking to my son, and I said, I was out running errands, and I said, I was going to stop at the Publix is the grocery store, a Southern grocery store. And I said, I'm going to stop at the Helmet Publix. And he said, what? Where is that? He said, the Helmet? I said, yes, the Helmet. And he asked me why I called that particular Publix the Helmet Publix, because people wear their pajamas.
I mean, I get it. Walmart is not a classy place, but come on.
It's just like this one Publix. It's not every Publix. It's just this one in this certain area of town where there are very challenged people.
All wear pajamas.
Well, you know, and this is treading on a very sensitive subject.
And it's pajamas that don't match. Like they don't even match pajamas. It's not okay.
It is okay.
They're not even fancy pajamas.
But you know, you guys, I know you're laughing here, but you know, I used to read in my bathrobe all the time.
That's totally different.
Oh yeah, that's totally different. Oh. You based your whole thing on bathrobe. This is not the same. This is not the same thing we're talking about.
You're not going to the store in your bathrobe.
How do you know?
Oh, maybe.
Listen, the people in that store are not okay.
Oh, good Lord. All right. Well, I do have to go to the store today. I wonder if I'm going to go in my fuzzy pants. Well, I didn't think that was ever a thing till I moved out here, and then I see people in the store in their pajamas, and I'm like,
no.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
No.
Walmart. Oh my gosh, Walmart.
No.
I haven't been in Walmart in probably 15 years. Well, I take that back. There was a few times when I'm out of town, if there's just no stores around, and that's the only place I have to shop. It kind of gets on my nerves by going quick, get what I need, and come out, and I get the cheapest thing, so I don't want to give them much money. So there's that. But I mean, here in my own, I refuse to shop. Now I don't shop at Target either. I don't shop at Target.
Yeah.
I don't shop at Walmart anymore. I'm over it.
I'm canceling my Amazon Prime today.
Oh boy. Yay. Yep, you're more brave than me.
Yeah. I mean, it was.
But I do search out for the good products and the good people, you know. Yeah, so great.
Right, and I think you can still get free shipping if you buy over $30 worth of stuff. But you know, I'm just so done with it, and my subscription was done, and I go, even though my wife uses it a lot, we can find another way. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So,
Ace of Cups.
Ace of Cups.
Star
card. Yes. Focus on that.
And intuition. Sheila got intuition.
Intuition and letting go, letting the past go. Start doing all of your cord cutting. It really does free us to go forward in this world.
Absolutely. Love it. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. And
Bye.
We'll see you guys next month sometime.
Yeah, we'll pick a date.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.